Hi guys, David Ben, AOR Slipstream. So this is round 8 of the F8 tier AOR leagues in the Azerbaijan Gp. So coming into this race, relatively good practice sessions, hitting low 142s in the qualifying sessions. So we're expecting a good qualifying round coming into this race. So this is my flying lap coming down towards the main straight. Didn't go according to plan, unfortunately. I still really don't know what happened, but as you'll see in a moment, we start to come through the S-bends, lose the back end, hit the wall, and that was my qualifying session over and done with. So unfortunately didn't get to set a time, and that was going to be us at the back of the grid for a very difficult race. So here we are, start of the GP, selecting a one-stop strategy. And we knew we could go until about lap 12 because we're on a fresh set of super softs. Everyone else would have used theirs during the qualifying period, but we knew we could get a good launch, and we were hoping to take a couple of places coming into the first corner, and thankfully that's how it panned out for us, and we gained quite a few spaces during the first couple of corners. As you can see, we're up into P11, P10, P9 already. A little bit of commotion going on in turn 1, which enabled me to go on the outside, and that's us. We've made up 6 places within the first 2 corners. Now looking to take P5 and attack Boniface. So we're up into P4 now on lap 2. So we managed to get past James Boniface down on the pit straight, really attacking Zek now, gaining some good momentum on him, coming through the castle section. I felt it got really good traction coming through, some good speed. Thought I'd just bide my time and wait until we got on the main pit straight, so I could use his slipstream to pull me in. But just at this point, Zek hits the side barrier, and I accidentally hit my wing, causing some wing damage. Nothing too major, but it did impact my high-speed driving, mainly through this area. So you're constantly lifting off here, which allowed Zek to get right up behind me, but fortunately the Ferrari had some great straight line speed, and he wasn't able to get the speed and momentum to take back 3rd place. So lap 3, up into 3rd place now. Good solid start, and just hoping for the best and hoping we can continue this momentum through the race. But at some point we're going to have to decide what we're going to do with the wing, because it comes apparent in a couple of laps that hitting the high speed corners towards the back end of the track was just really difficult, and I was losing quite a bit of time. But we managed it for a few laps anyway. We are lap 10. We're up into P2, but we've just taken P1 from a quiz, who's just exiting the pits now, and we've got Densamo also exiting the pits on a fresh set of soft tyres. We're still on the super softs that we started on 11 laps ago. Not doing too bad for grip. During the practice sessions we were running till about 45-48% tyre wear, but with the wing damage it was making things a little bit difficult in the braking zones, getting the odd lock up, particularly through the back end high-speed corners, really struggled through there, and I knew with these guys on their fresh tyres it was going to be quite difficult to defend going through that section, but I was relatively comfortable at this point. I knew the setup that I'd chosen had really good straight line speed, and I think I proved that earlier on in a race where we got overtaken by Zek, but he just couldn't get past the Ferrari. It was really good speed going down the straights. But I think it'll go to show again at this point where McQuisnet right on my tail at this point. You can see him in the mirrors making some good progress. But as we start coming through the final S section, you can see gently lifting, trying to ease the car through the corners. And there you are, you can see the two arrows appear. McQuiz side on now. No, it's surprised. I'm not sure if he had DRS at this point, but it wasn't working for him, which I was really surprised. That's why I kept to the left, expecting him to come on through. And rather than yield at this point, I thought, well, you know, let's see what we can do with the tyres we've got and the wing damage. Coming through these sections, it was going to be difficult to overtake at this point. And I knew the only chance he'd get would be coming down the pit straight, but I think this is the lap that we decided to pit in anyway. So we'd end up giving up that space to McQuiz and Denzamo anyway. So here we are, end of lap 12. We've now decided to come in and change the tyres. I think we've got a good run on those tyres, but it was time to come in, change the wing, put on the softs for the next 13 laps, which wasn't going to be too much of an ask, to be honest, on these tyres. But as you can see, we're now down into 5th with James Boniface that's just past us. So we've got a nice chase on our hands now. But bear in mind, he's on old medium tyres and we're on a set of new softs. So yeah, I knew we could get good pace with these, and which would make the chase a little bit interesting. There we are, lap 15 now. Fastest lap, so I'm really pushing the car at this point, trying to get the most out of those tyres. James Boniface up in 4th. There's about 11 seconds ahead of us at this point. So yeah, I was just relying on him to make a few mistakes, hoping his tyres were giving out relatively quickly, which would allow us to gain on him. But it's just a matter of biding my time really, and just keep doing what I'm doing, keep pushing and getting those fastest laps, which I think we got for the next two laps. Here we are, lap 19 now. We've caught up to James Boniface, who's in P3 respectively. Hadn't noticed that Bosch had actually pitted for a new set of super softs, which I thought was a bit of an unusual stop. But you know, regardless, that's put us up into P4. Really closed up on James now. So just praying we could get some good traction out of the corners, get quite close to him, and get good straight line speed down the main pit straight. But that didn't happen at this point. But we just keep with him, keep as close as we can, and wait for an opportunity. So here we are, lap 26, and we're now in P3. Unfortunately, James had binned it into the wall earlier on. I'd like to think it was from me putting a bit of pressure on him, but I think he just got on the power a little bit too early, which caused the back end to go out. and unfortunately I think caused him some wing damage, which also handed P4 to Washley. But overall, for us, that was a great result. Started in P12, finished on the podium in P3. Can't ask much more than that. I think we were 8 seconds behind Denzamo, and a great win from a quiz. Great to see him back on winning ways. And it's nice to see the birthday boy down the pecking order for once. So, but overall, similar to Monaco, really. Good race by all. Some unfortunate DNFs there for Noodles, Danny UK, and Zek. Bit of a shame for Danny UK. I thought he'd had a really good race, battling with the guys up front. Definitely got potential for a few podiums coming his way. But the results make it interesting now for the championship. I think it closes the gap between the quiz, Washington Zamo down to a couple of points. I think that leaves us in fourth with 90 points, I think. So not too bad. So that's it. We're off to Austria now for round 9, and we'll see you at the next one.